Hi, I'm Rob. I'm one of the co-founders here at Plend. Plend is the UK's first social lending marketplace that allows people to lend to each other at affordable rates. We believe in a UK where everyone that can afford a low interest loan should actually be able to access one. However, that's currently not the case. It takes an average of 59 seconds for someone to be scored as either prime or subprime. If you're prime, you're dreaming. You have access to the best products at the lowest rates. However, for the majority of us in the subprime, you're forced to borrow at rates on average of 35%, and normally products that aren't actually right for your needs. Experian and PwC found that at least 12 million people are misscored as being subprime. They should be prime, dubbed the Nere Prime. They are this way because they either have invisible or inaccurate records on their credit histories, or are completely invisible. On top of this, they may also have minor blemishes that are 5, 6 years old, which aren't relevant to their current fiscal situation. On top of the problem with credit scoring, there's also been a large increase in demand for short-term debt with COVID and the impending recession, but a reduction in the amount of long-term low-cost loans being approved. For investors, retail investors who are looking to access passive fixed interest returns, there's currently been a big push from current peer-to-peer lenders away from this market. They've actually been utilizing institutional funds instead, and retail investors are forced into more speculative and volatile assets that aren't really related to the underlying value of the investments they make. And Gen X and Gen Y investors in particular are looking now for more social impact or impact-driven assets in which they can see that real value. And at the moment, it's still quite limited. So that's why we built Plend, the UK's first social lending marketplace. And don't we talk about it? I can show you right now. Let's go into the marketplace itself. We can see from the website, there are borrowers on here who are looking for low interest credit. And what they can do is when they join Plend, they'll go through our onboarding process, our fraud identity checks, and the credit underwriting process as well. We assign what is called a Plend score. So you can see this big number here, Plend score. This is basically our guide, our indicator of someone's affordability. Can they actually afford this loan and can they repay it? And we provide information to our investors, our lenders on Plend, so they can see and decide who they want to back. There's also other information here, such as the loan length, the amount, and obviously the rate of return, which is quite important, but also the location. So if you want to back people in your local area, you can do that. You can filter through, perhaps in Manchester, you want to make real impact in your local area, you can do that via Plend. So that's the marketplace. You can see what we've built. Where do we sit in the market? So I mentioned rates that is open here, for example, the big P2P lenders in the UK at the moment are moving away from this. They're no longer going for the crowd-funded model. So Plend is pushing that sort of social lending crowd-funded aspect very hard. Also new data sources. So Plend score is underlined by open banking data. We look at real affordability, looking at what someone can actually afford from their bank history as opposed to credit history, which isn't relevant to people, especially under 35, generation rent. Credit scoring is broken for those people. And also we offer the same rate to our borrowers and investors. So we give them a gross rate and we just take transaction fees on the float. We're not taking a spread. We're not taking a cut of the return. We understand that both users are benefiting from it and we're cutting down on both sides for that reason. So this market is massive. I mean, unsecured credit is one of the oldest markets in the world. And in particular in the UK, it's dominated by short-term lenders. What we're looking to do is target 50,000 loans by year 5. And what that population is in reality is people who got through COVID, got through the recession, kept their jobs, but are laden with short-term expensive debt. And Plend allows them to refinance, resecure, consolidate those debts into a lower long-term prospect and opportunity that they can use. So what have we done currently to date? So we've got 800 people signed up, ready to use Plend. Of that, it's about 200 who actually want to, start beta testing with us, which we're starting next month. We've raised 60,000 to date to build Plend, the product I just showed you before. And now we're looking to raise another 100,000 to basically run the platform in a regulated environment for 6 to 8 months. This will allow us to get those users actually onto the platform, lending real money. And from the back of that, we'll then raise the rest of our pre-seed. So we're asking for the 100,000 to be part of an ASA of that pre-seed amount. And we'll offer a discount on valuation because of the early investment that you're going to make in Plend. So we obviously really appreciate that. And because of that, it's also SEIS qualifying. So thank you for listening to us. Thanks for being part of this journey. And any questions, please do let us know. But hopefully together we can build a future of affordable credit. Thank you.